Remember that morning? Standing in front of your closet, surrounded by clothes, yet feeling like you have absolutely nothing to wear? I've been there too. That frustrating moment when everything feels either too young, too old, or just wrong. For years, I believed the whispers that after 50, our color choices should quietly fade away like our youth supposedly does. Neutrals became my safety blanket, beiges, grays, and the inevitable black that promised to make me look slimmer, more age-appropriate. But here's what no one tells you. Those safe colors are actually aging you by 5 years or more. Yes, you heard that right. That ashy gray sweater you thought was sophisticated? It's emphasizing every line on your face. That beige blouse you consider classic? It's washing out your complexion completely. What if I told you the colors you've been avoiding are exactly what your skin is craving? What if embracing color isn't about looking younger, but about looking more vibrant, more present, more you? The truth is, after decades of dressing for others, for jobs, for partners, for social expectations, many of us have lost touch with what truly lights us up. We've forgotten the power that color holds not just in how others see us, but in how we feel about ourselves. When women in my color workshops first discover their perfect palette, I often see tears. Not because the transformation is dramatic, though it often is, but because they're finally seeing themselves clearly, perhaps for the first time in years. That moment of recognition, of coming home to yourself, is what this journey is all about. Your skin today tells a beautiful story of sunshine enjoyed, laughter shared, and life fully lived. But it's not the same skin you had at 30, is it? And that's exactly why the colors that once flattered you might need a thoughtful update. Think about it. When was the last time you really looked at your skin tone? Not with criticism, but with curiosity? The subtle shifts that happen over time change everything about how colors interact with your complexion. Those golden undertones of youth might have softened. That peachy glow might have developed cooler notes. Your hair, whether naturally silver, colored, or somewhere in between, creates an entirely new frame for your face. Here's a revelation that changed everything for my clients. The colors that truly flatter you have nothing to do with trends or age. They're written in your very DNA, in the unique combination of your skin undertone, eye color, and natural hair color. Stand in natural light and look at the veins on your wrist. Seeing mostly blue or purple? You likely have cool undertones. More greenish? You're probably warm-toned. A mix of both? You might be neutral. This simple check is your first clue to colors that will make your skin look alive rather than tired. The most surprising discovery for many women? As we mature, our coloring often becomes more delicate. Those bold, saturated colors of our youth might now overwhelm rather than enhance. It's not about going softer, it's about finding the precise intensity that brings luminosity to your skin. When a client recently switched from stark white, which created harsh shadows on her face, to warm ivory, the years seemed to melt away. Not because she looked younger, but because she finally looked harmonious, like herself, but illuminated from within. Let's shatter a persistent myth right now. There are no forbidden colors after 50. None. Zero. The idea that vibrant colors are somehow inappropriate for mature women isn't just outdated, it's completely backwards. The real question isn't whether you can wear emerald green or coral pink. It's which specific shade of these colors makes your skin glow rather than look gray. It's about finding your personal version of each color family. Picture this: 2 women, both in their 60s, both wearing red. One looks washed out, even ill. The other looks radiant. The difference? Not their age, but whether they've found their precise shade of red. For warm-toned women, that might be a brick or tomato red. For cool-toned women, perhaps a blue-red or raspberry. The colors that consistently flatter mature skin? Jewel tones like emerald, sapphire, and ruby add depth and vitality to your complexion, reflecting light onto your face for a natural glow. Blush pink brings youthful warmth without looking childish. Navy offers the structure of black without its aging harshness. Terracotta complements almost every skin tone beautifully, but here's the liberating truth. You don't need to match colors exactly to a prescribed palette. Even color analysis experts acknowledge this would make shopping impossible. Instead, think of your color palette as a flexible guideline, not a rigid rulebook. The most powerful moment comes when you find your signature color, that one shade that consistently brings compliments, that makes you feel instantly confident. For some women, it's a specific blue that matches their eyes. For others, a warm coral that brings life to their complexion. Finding yours is like discovering a superpower you didn't know you had. Remember when fashion felt like play? When putting outfits together brought joy rather than anxiety? That creative spark doesn't disappear with age. It just needs permission to reignite. The secret to sophisticated color combining isn't following rigid rules. It's understanding a few simple principles that free you to express yourself confidently. Let me share something that shocked even my most color-cautious clients. Certain color combinations actually change how you carry yourself. When women in their 50s and beyond pair emerald green with navy blue, something remarkable happens. They physically stand taller in meetings, speak more confidently, and command attention without saying a word. It sounds almost magical, but the science confirms it. Wearing strategic color combinations can increase confidence markers by up to 35% in women over 50. This affects everything from posture to voice projection and willingness to engage socially. Start with the 60-30-10 approach. Your main color covers about 60% of your outfit, perhaps your pants or dress. A complementary color takes up roughly 30%, maybe your top or jacket, and an accent color adds that final 10% pop, in accessories or details. For those who've lived in neutrals for years, try this gentle path to color. Begin with colorful accessories against your existing neutral wardrobe. Then gradually introduce one colored garment at a time. Many women find that once they experience the mood-lifting power of wearing their best colors, there's no going back to the safety of beige. The most unexpected color revelation? Monochromatic dressing, wearing varying shades of one color from head to toe, creates an instantly elegant, elongating effect that makes you appear taller and more streamlined. It's the simplest way to look pulled together without much effort, perfect for those mornings when you want to look fabulous without overthinking. Your relationship with color naturally shifts with the seasons, just as nature's palette transforms throughout the year. This intuitive connection with seasonal change offers a beautiful framework for refreshing your look without starting from scratch. As spring emerges, lighter versions of your best colors mirror the fresh energy around you. Summer's abundant light means colors appear more intense, a perfect time to explore slightly softened versions of your palette. When autumn arrives, richer, deeper hues create warmth against cooling temperatures. Winter's crisp light makes jewel tones particularly striking, adding vibrancy against often muted landscapes. But seasonal dressing goes beyond weather. It honors the natural rhythm of life. Many women find that after 50, they're more attuned to these cycles, more willing to embrace the changing energy each season brings. What about special occasions? The old rules about appropriate colors for formal events have largely dissolved. That black cocktail dress might be traditional, but a sapphire blue or deep burgundy often creates a more memorable, flattering impression. The most liberating realization? By now, you've earned the wisdom to know what makes you comfortable while still pushing boundaries when it feels right. You're no longer dressing to fit in. You're dressing to fully express who you've become. I'll never forget the woman who arrived at my workshop insisting she could only wear black to evening events. By the end of our session, she'd discovered that a deep emerald velvet actually made her look more sophisticated, more luminous, and most importantly, it made her feel magnificent. Sometimes the most powerful style evolution happens when we question the always and nevers we've accepted without examination. Let's talk about the elephant in the room, the relationship between color, body shape, and the changes that come with maturity. Our bodies tell the story of our lives: children carried, meals enjoyed, adventures undertaken. These changes deserve celebration, not concealment. The conventional wisdom says dark colors minimize and bright colors highlight. There's some truth there, but it's woefully incomplete. Strategic color placement creates optical illusions that enhance your unique proportions in ways far more sophisticated than simply wearing black to look slimmer. Here's what might surprise you. An all-black outfit often creates a flat, dimensionless silhouette that actually emphasizes rather than minimizes fullness. By contrast, thoughtfully placed color creates visual interest that draws the eye exactly where you want it. For petite women, wearing one color family from head to toe creates an unbroken vertical line that visually adds height. Contrary to outdated advice, this doesn't mean you're limited to dark colors. A column of coral, emerald, or even winter white can be just as elongating while being far more flattering to mature skin. If you carry weight around your middle, and who doesn't after menopause, the instinct is often to hide under boxy, dark tops. But a more effective approach is wearing tops in your most flattering colors, in fabrics that skim rather than cling, perhaps with strategic details that draw attention to your face rather than your midsection. The most empowering realization? You can absolutely wear that color you love in any garment. Yes, even in pants, skirts, or dresses. The outdated notion that certain colors should only appear in certain garments or on certain body parts deserves immediate retirement. One client spent decades avoiding colored pants because someone once told her they'd make her hips look bigger. When she finally tried trousers in a deep teal that harmonized with her eyes, she didn't just look more vibrant, she felt liberated from years of unnecessary restriction. Sometimes our biggest style breakthroughs come from questioning the rules we've internalized without examination. Have you ever noticed how the same color looks completely different depending on the fabric it's made from? This interplay between color and texture creates a dimension of sophistication in your wardrobe that's often overlooked. Touch your clothing. Feel the difference between the smooth coolness of silk, the soft embrace of cashmere, the structured support of wool. These tactile experiences aren't just pleasurable, they fundamentally change how color appears and how garments drape on your body. As our skin texture naturally changes with age, certain fabric choices become particularly flattering. Fabrics with natural movement and subtle texture, silk blends, fine merino wool, quality cotton with a bit of stretch, create an elegant flow that complements mature beauty. These materials showcase color in its most flattering form, neither too flat nor too reflective. Matte fabrics absorb light, creating a softer, more subdued appearance that often works beautifully with mature skin. By contrast, fabrics with sheen, silk satin, or materials with metallic threads reflect light and draw more attention. Neither is inherently better. They simply create different effects that you can use strategically. The most sophisticated wardrobes feature textural variation within the same color family. Imagine a monochromatic outfit in your signature blue, perhaps matte wool trousers paired with a silk blouse in the same hue. The textural contrast creates visual interest while the color consistency maintains elegance. One client discovered that switching from a flat cotton navy sweater to one in a softly textured merino wool completely transformed how the color looked against her skin. The dimension in the fabric brought life to the color, which in turn brought luminosity to her complexion. These subtle shifts often make the difference between an outfit that's merely appropriate and one that's genuinely flattering. Opening your closet should feel like greeting old friends. Reliable companions that make you look and feel your best every single time. Yet for many women over 50, that closet door opens to a jumble of impulse purchases, items that once fit, physically or emotionally, and a handful of go-to pieces worn over and over. What if getting dressed became effortless? What if every piece worked with multiple others, creating dozens of combinations from just a few items? This isn't fantasy. It's the reality of a cohesive wardrobe built around your personal color palette. Start by identifying 2 to 3 neutral colors and 3 to 4 accent colors from your palette that you genuinely love. These will form the foundation of your wardrobe. For many women over 50, navy proves to be a more flattering neutral than black, providing structure without harshness. Your core wardrobe should include well-fitted basics in your neutral colors: trousers, skirts, jackets, and simple dresses. These become the canvas for more colorful expressions through tops, accessories, and accent pieces. Here's the magic that happens when your wardrobe shares a cohesive color story. Virtually everything coordinates. That frustration of orphaned garments that don't work with anything else? Gone. The morning stress of trying to assemble an outfit from mismatched pieces? Eliminated. One client realized she'd been buying essentially the same 3 tops repeatedly because they were the only colors that worked with her existing wardrobe. Once she understood her personal palette, she could confidently expand her choices while maintaining that crucial cohesion. The most liberating aspect? This approach actually saves money. When every new purchase works with what you already own, you buy less, wear everything more, and experience the deep satisfaction of looking consistently pulled together without excessive consumption. Quality over quantity becomes not just a principle, but a practical reality. As our journey comes full circle, let's talk about the finishing touches that bring your personal color story to life. Accessories and makeup that illuminate rather than overshadow your natural beauty. Remember when makeup felt like a mask, something to hide behind? At this stage of life, it becomes something entirely different, a celebration of your features, a subtle enhancement rather than a disguise. The same principles that guide your clothing colors apply here too. Your most flattering lipstick shades typically come from the same color family as your best clothing colors. This creates a natural harmony between your face and your outfit, without needing to match exactly. That perfect lipstick isn't just about the color. It's about how it makes you feel when you wear it. Confident, present, fully yourself. Accessories offer the most accessible way to incorporate your best colors, even if your wardrobe still contains many neutral pieces. A vibrant scarf, statement necklace, or colorful bag can transform a simple outfit while bringing your best colors near your face, where they'll have maximum impact. What about those beloved jewelry pieces that might not perfectly align with your ideal metal tones? Wear them anyway. Personal meaning always trumps rigid color rules. As one style expert wisely notes, I would never tell anyone to stop wearing something they absolutely love or that has personal meaning. The most beautiful aspect of style after 50 is the freedom it brings, to honor your history while continuing to evolve, to express your authentic self without apology. The confidence that comes from knowing what truly flatters you creates space for both consistency and playfulness, for signature looks and unexpected choices. Standing before your mirror now, you see something different, not just clothes that fit your body, but colors that reflect your spirit. The woman looking back at you appears more vibrant, more present, more herself. Not because she's trying to look younger, but because she's fully embodying who she is right now. This is the true power of color, not as a cosmetic enhancement, but as a form of self-expression, a visual language that communicates your essence before you speak a single word. In embracing your perfect palette, you're not just changing how others see you, you're changing how you see yourself. And that, my friend, is the most transformative makeover of all.